You had to reach to the front of the line. You had to use your mind. You had to reach to become a student before you could teach. Let's reach and open our minds to the power of spoken word. Power of spoken word with Paul. Power of spoken word with Paul. Power of spoken word with Paul.
Hey, free thinkers. I want to just leave this as a scenario to protect some people, but I'm going to leave it as a scenario. A while back, a few months back, my wife and I went to a event with family, and when we got there, there was this we seated and everything, and we seeing people that we haven't seen for a long time, so we getting to know them and get refamiliarized with them. And one of our acquaintance walked in with this woman, and everybody went and said hi to her and stuff, like to the woman, to the acquaintance, and then I guess by them talking to the acquaintance, they got familiarized with the woman that she walked in with. So I say this to say that my wife was over there with them for a while because I was going through some of my posts to see what was going on with some of my posts. And so my wife came back and she said to me, wow, what had happened to this woman? So I said, okay. So, she's talking to me, what's going on? So she said, we have 3 spare bedrooms in the basement that nobody's using. And, she's going through some hard times. And, she feel we should help her. So I said to her, in that short length of a time, you know everything about her to where you want to bring her into our surroundings to help her. She said her spirit tells her this is and she feels this is a good person. I said, well, I don't work off feelings, and it's a bad idea. So she said to me, well, this is both our home. I said, no, this is our home, and I don't feel comfortable bringing somebody into our home at this point. Okay. She said, well, her boyfriend put her out. I said, well, that's the first red flag, because men don't put women out. We don't. Anymore, because he's abusing, says, and especially abuser, they don't put women out when they're abusing women, because they don't want them going around telling nobody what happened in their house. So my wife says, if I feel like, no matter what I say to you, you're not going to allow me. I say, well, don't say I'm not going to allow you. This is a free country. You can voice your opinion like me, but at the end of the day, it's a bad idea. I'm not going to help anybody to move into my dwellings right now. I said, are you willing to give up your because everybody has a routine when they come in. Everybody has a routine. So you're willing to give up your routine to invite somebody into our home and not knowing anything about them? It's a bad idea. So on the way home, we really didn't speak to each other. The ride was quiet. Don't bother me. Quiet. I like a quiet ride. So for the past next couple of days, she didn't do anything negative or anything, still bought me my dinner, still, we still interact with each other. We have, like I said, we have a routine. We come in, after a while, we put the pups to bed, and we sit there and we watch Law and Order, and then we fall asleep. But for the past, for days, we just, went to bed. She didn't want to watch Law and Order, but I watched it. That's our routine. You don't want to participate, that's on you. So fast forward, she called me one day and she says, was I busy? Because I'm in court, and but even though we do remote hearings, we haven't went back into live hearings, so we do remote hearings, so our phones still have to be off. So she called me and she asked me, I said to her, she said she has something to tell me. So I said, okay, go ahead. She said, no, wait till you get home. Usually when she said wait till I get home, it's something the boys did. But these are grown men now. We still always call them boys. So I came home and she says, remember the lady that I was telling you about helping out? I don't remember. That was a while ago. What happened? What are you talking about? So that she refamiliarized me with what she was talking about. And I said, okay, no problem. What happened? She says one of the other ladies who had space in her house took her in. And the first week, the lady went and got her dog, which she always had a dog, but went and got a dog from the shelter. And the lady have a dog. So her German Shepherd bit the lady's dog, which the lady had to take the dog to the doctor and get the dog stitches, which made the lady have to pay for this, her dog to be, have the stitches and stuff like that, medication, that lady had to pay for it. So I said, so then she says, but she was, she's clean, she cooks and stuff like that, but is she going to the supermarket to get the food, or she just going to the refrigerator to get the food? That's a big difference, because then she's eating what's in your house and she's just letting you know, she's cooking it. But I don't see what cleaning and cooking have to do with anything. You could do that yourself. So I said, you know what, continue, because I think it's I don't think it's good to, while somebody is explaining something to you, to interrupt them, because then the conversation will go left real quick. I said, well, continue. And my wife continued, tell me what's going on. And after she was finished, I said to her, you don't think there's a problem that a man put a woman out? Something is wrong with that story, because men don't put women out. I know you said in the beginning about he was abusing her, but abusers don't put their abuser out, so they go tell people. So something is wrong with that story. And why didn't she go back to her family? Because you all said that she moved up here with him, right? So why didn't she move up with her family? Long story short, she was stealing from her family to buy this guy's stuff, and then when the family found out, they put her out, so she moved in with him, and they moved up here. She moved into this lady's house and decided that she didn't want to move out. The lady didn't want to call the cops, because if she called the cops, then they're gonna establish squatters' rights. See how that work? See how that go left real quick? So I say this to say, before you start inviting people into your homes and stuff like that, know their character, know their background, because any decision or ill thing they have done, you're not going to incur that and have to deal with that responsibility. Now, it's not that I didn't want to help people, but a man going to a shelter, they're going to ask him what's wrong with him. A woman go to the shelter, they're going to open up all the doors to help her out. The reason why she didn't go to a shelter is because they have rules. And she didn't want to abide by the rules. So she wanted somebody to take her in so that she could do whatever she wants. Now, she had broken into this woman's house several times when the woman is not there. And the lady come home and see her there sleeping in her house with the dog. And the dog is so aggressive that she, who owns the home, the dog is barking at her. So women, when you think that you're helping someone because you feel it's the right thing to do, it isn't the right thing to do. There's a system put in place to help people who are homeless. Don't become the government. Free thinkers.